Hey guys, it's Izzy here, and today I'm going to be showing y'all all the books that I have bought in January, at least so far, and probably these are all the ones I'm going to be buying this month. I can't think of anything else that I'm going to be getting, but these are some books I'm very excited for. This is my first book haul, and first haul in general of Cats of 2019. Here's little Fred. He's not so little anymore. He really needs to go on a diet. But let's get into this video. Okay, so our first book is Sleeping Giants by Sylvia Novelle. I don't know if that's how you say the author's name, so my apologies if it's not. But this is a sci-fi novel. It's a first book in the series of The Themis Files, which I think is how you say it, but I'm not quite that sure. So this book is basically a young girl in South Dakota is on an average day bike ride and comes across this artifact, I don't know if it's ancient, but comes across this artifact that nobody knows what it is, what it does, anything like that. It's very mysterious. So I think this book, yeah, is 17 years later, and she's a highly trained physicist, and she is trying to find out what this thing was that she found as a child and what it does. And so this book has a very interesting format. So it's like Fouls. So I don't know how I will like that. I feel like that would make it a fast read. And again, this is a relatively short book, but I'm not sure how I like that format. I didn't realize it till after I bought it, so I don't know. So the next book is another word that I can't pronounce, that one, but Sweet Tea and Sympathy by Molly Harper. So I got this book kind of as a joke because I'm like, this is me on Fortnite. Because I always talk about my love for sweet tea because I'm from the South, and yeah, sweet tea, I drink it every single day. I have a cup in the other room over there. But this book, I have no idea what it's about because I saw this book a while back and I was like, so I just kind of joked about the title, and then I went back and I'm like, let's see what this book is about. So I think this is just a contemporary, it takes place in Georgia. Sweet tea, I don't know what it's about. So our next book that we have here is The Alice Network by Kate Quinn. So first off, this is in Reese's book club, Reese Witherspoon. I've loved every book that I've read that's in her book club, so I'm sure I'll love this. And I love I think this is World War II, and maybe World War I, but I just love that time in history. I love hearing stories from my grandma and everything. It's just such, like, I don't know. So yeah, so part of this is in 1947 and the other part is in 1915. So one part of the story is in World War II and the other is in World War I, the Great War. So it's this American girl, is American college age girl. She's pregnant and not married, and obviously at the time that is very scandalous, even though like I don't know if that's still considered scandalous. I'm not gonna go into that. She has gone over to London trying to find a cousin because she needs somebody to be there for her while going through that, because that's something that a lot of people like get disowned for and whatnot. But then obviously the war breaks out. I think it's two stories of us Americans in Europe during the war. I always forget before I do hauls to read the synopsises because I like going into books not knowing anything. But The Alice Network, and I love how old books set in old times when they look like that. And I like when paperback books are like that. I find that kind of interesting. So our next book is a hardback, the first hardback of this haul. And yeah, I had a gift card to Barnes & Noble this month because Christmas happened, so I didn't have to spend a lot of money, which is great. So this is The Price Guide to the Occult by Leslie Walton, and this book takes place in, I think, Washington State, and I love the Pacific Northwest. I want to live in Seattle. Yeah, so, and it has sprayed edges. This is my first ever book with sprayed edges, and it's in red, my favorite color. So I think this is a horror thing. I don't know if it's horror. It's about witches and all of that. And so a mysterious book appears, and this book takes place on like a touristy small island. And if you've been to Washington and there's a lot of random islands in the Puget Sound. I was like, what is it called? Yeah. So I guess it's maybe a spell book or something, since I know this book's about witches. And I love when hardback books, like, they don't have a dust jacket when it's just like printed on the cover. I really like that. So our next book is actually a children's book, but it is by George R.R. Martin, and it is The Ice Dragon, and it is illustrated by Luis Royo. I'm not sure, but obviously it's short. It's a children's book, but it's by George R.R. Martin about dragons, and I've heard mixed things saying this is in the A Song of Ice and Fire world, and some say it's not, but to me it is. So I thought this was going to be like a picture book, and it does have illustrations throughout, but it's still like a chapter book. So I don't know when I'll read that. But our last book is The Roanoke Girls by Amy Engel. So I've heard this book is really dark and all, but I don't mind books being dark. So this one is this girl, Lane Roanoke. I can't talk. She goes to her grandparents' house in Kansas one summer, and she finds out all these dark things, dark secrets that her family has been hiding. So it goes into the future. One of the girls has gone missing, and they're not sure if she ran away or, you know, the other stuff that happens. So she wants to know why. Our main character thinks that she ran away, but she wants to know why, and yeah, so she wants to find her, I don't know if it's her cousin or what, but these are all the books I got in January. I know I'm really bad at book hauls because, as I said, I don't like knowing anything about books going in, and I wish I could give y'all a deeper synopsis, but in the pinned comment, there will be links to where you can buy these books on Amazon. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, comment, rate, and subscribe. Bye, guys!